Race day 1 of the Student Yachting World Cup and a grey day greeted teams in Pornic this morning, with fog replacing the overnight rain. A chilly morning as the sailors prepared their J80s for racing, hoisting sails to get them dry. A full day of racing was scheduled, with 3 windward-leeward races and 1 long coastal race of 13.5 nautical miles taking the teams out into the Bay of Biscay scheduled. After yesterday's practice race and boat familiarization, today was the day to see some of the world's top university sailors put their sailing skills and teamwork to the test.
It's pretty difficult to go into a boat with 5 people, especially when we're not sailing full time together. We did some practice in the lead up to this over the last 2 or 3 months, and the main things we were working on were trying to increase the communication, make it concise and effective in the boat, and just get our crew work very together.
The start of race 1 saw teams pushing forward on the line, with Ireland over and having to restart to stay in the race and avoid a penalty score. The fleet tacked soon after the start and headed to the right side of the course, where the wind pressure was greater. Switzerland's team, representing the École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne, came out on top, with France's Kedge Business School in second. Already by the first mark, the Swiss team had established a 7-minute margin over the last boat. The Swiss and French teams certainly set the pace, and from their form, agility on the boat and teamwork are certain to be amongst the main contenders. Onto the second upwind, the leading boats opted to head up the middle of the course, with Switzerland tacking in front of the French to cover them and forcing the French to tack off and head to the left. A forced tactical move turned out to favour the French, who benefited from a wind shift to the left and by the next tack crossed ahead of the Swiss and rounded the windward mark in front, holding their lead until the finish line. Consistency is crucial in sailing, but no such balanced scores for the Swiss and French, who punched forward too early in race 2 and each received penalty points for being over the start. Race 2 was won by Team Scotland, with Belgium's Universitaire Catholique de Louvain in second and defending champions Ireland in third. All change in race 3 as the early leaders were back on form. France claimed the win and the Swiss in fourth, with the Irish second and Team USA in third. Team Scotland had a strong day with results of 5, 1 and 9 and rewarded with a top 3 leaderboard place ahead of the coastal race. Expect the coastal races, not the windward-leeward, to be the game changers, as teams have plenty more opportunity to open up leads around the track, with big leaderboard gains and losses likely. In the afternoon, the sky cleared and the wind veered to the right, increasing to around 14 knots for the 13.5 nautical mile coastal race. Again, France turned on the style to seal the win, with Team USA in second and Australia's Macquarie University rounding out the top 3. Racing at the Student Yachting World continues through until Saturday, so stay tuned.